welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the SMU Mustangs and the Louisville Cardinals. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. The Mustangs ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hughes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
He's got it again. Down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Brown. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes down the right side. And he scores! Touchdown, Louisville!
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. He'll bring it out. It's Hale. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Handoff from the shotgun. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
On the move, he fires. It's caught downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Mustangs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Makes the catch. It's Pittman. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, Kevin Jennings has a high ceiling, David. We've seen throughout his career when he's playing well, this offense is lights out. This is a guy who's quarterbacked this team to a college football playoff already, but there have been some dips as well. He's got to limit the mistakes. I think that's the whole key this season. Staying healthy, limiting the turnovers. If they do that, they'll be laughing on offense.
And he's not the biggest guy in the world, but his athletic ability really shines through. You just want to see him be more patient in the pocket. Like, make those easy plays. You don't have to always be fading away and make it hard on yourself. But the one thing you know about this offense, it's fast and it's fun. And this is a guy that can scramble around and make big plays.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll take it himself. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Mustangs! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll start on the ground with Brown. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. To the ground. He's got it again. Finding some room. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hale. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
and that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Right down the middle. It's caught, and he's wrestled to the ground.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. Makes it past the marker. There's a crease. Discards him with the stiff arm. Guided out of bounds, and the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
This guy has been hard to bring down on this drive for the defense, and the D's lucky there because it was a DB that saved a touchdown. When he got into the second level, he put the Jets on. There were people in the stadium holding their breath thinking he might break it, but this defense up front.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And he tacks on the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Hughes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Cardinals' offense headed out to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. This time he wants to throw. Here's a heat, and it's a sack.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
To the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Richardson. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Gets rid of it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down the one play to come up with the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Under fire. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he throws left.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
This defense has kept him backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Makes a grab on the shot to the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Makes the grab. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And this is why, as a defense, man, you don't want to let the quarterback outside the pocket. Once he gets outside the pocket, now everybody else has to adjust, and some people have to leave.
Touchdown, Mustangs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So a drive there of 82 yards, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Richardson.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
He's turning it loose into the middle. Goes high to pull it in. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and
here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
One guy up front loses his focus, and it leads to that sack. And it's unfortunate because they had all 11 guys on the same page. These last 2 drives, obviously scoring a touchdown the last time out, and really doing a nice job even on this drive of moving the football. And then it comes to that one critical 3rd down, one guy not doing what he's supposed to do, and now you're set up in 4th and long, and it looks like they're going to have to punt.
Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Georgia taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
And it's Georgia looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Let's now check in on some top 25 battles today, as the landscape in this sport is truly ever-changing.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Might have a chance. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Hale. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And the Mustangs are marching down the field. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Finds his man. Breaks into the open. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Mustangs. All that may be in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape. So the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And they did tack on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Hughes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Looking for a deep man. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Dumps it to the back. Firing to the right, complete. He's loose. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 28-24 game. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes with a quick strike up top, covering 79 yards. He'll bring it out. It's Hale. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. Knocked down for the tackle.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Jennings. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Hand off, Isaac Brown. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Run in the red zone. It's Brown. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Brown. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The big fellas line up in a goal line defense.
Here we go, ready, go.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
It's now 4th and goal. Number 98 on the field goal.
That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll cut the lead to 1, 28-27.
And this offense obviously wanted to take the lead, but they chip into the lead a little bit. Now they're going to need their defense. Just give me another opportunity. They only need a field goal in the 4th quarter. Nice job cutting into that lead.
SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. So they get the ball back, still clinging to this slim lead. Defense helped them out, holding them to a field goal, but man, do they need some momentum on offense. Pulls it in, it's Cooper. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Could be an alley. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Back to throw, it's Jennings. Under fire. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. The Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Now they're going to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
At the 32-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
And the Mustangs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, SMU! And they take it in for 6 more points. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. After giving up that score on the last possession, now they need a touchdown and the 2-point conversion to tie things up. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, no question. They've got to score a touchdown and get the 2-point conversion here, but that's a good start to this 2-minute drive. You always want to get it going. You want to get that momentum going, put the defense on their heels. They accomplished that with the last throw.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. That's caught. It's forward. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Cardinals want to crank the tempo.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Here's Brown. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. Gets open down the middle. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Defense not fooled there in a 2-minute situation. This offense trying to go quick game, trying to catch some blocks to see if they can spring that guy, but the defensive pursuit just too good on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. It's complete on the right side. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals! The Cardinals with the counter punch.
Really nice job getting that touchdown. Now you got to go for 2. You got to tie this thing up. And your defense better get ready because the opponent has time to work the 2-minute situation, drive down the field. This game is far from over.
They'll go to the air. He's got it. The 2 is good, and we have ourselves a tie game. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Mustangs. They've got the lead here in the 4th. And the Mustangs respond.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Whistle blows to stop the clock as they check on an injured Cardinal on the play. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the back. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. He might want another play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. At the 45 on his way. He's loose on the left. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Louisville! The Cardinals with the counter punch.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime, or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
And he splits the uprights, and we're tied in the 4th. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
On to attempt to try. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Well, bad news, he didn't get the first down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have one timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a throw downfield late, and they can't make the connection.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. He's out of bounds to stop the clock with 26 seconds to go. It will be a first down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Looking to throw on first down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got his man. There he goes. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Buying some time. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cardinals! The Cardinals with the counter punch.
They got the touchdown, guys, but I don't know if they're going to be able to even get a playoff after this onside kick attempt. If they recover it, they're going to have to do it super quick to give themselves a chance for the Hail Mary into the end zone to win.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And they decide to tie it up in the final seconds. Looks as if we could be headed for free football. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And he got it! And now they regain the lead. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.